artworks basically I do with kind of healing, purification, distillation, alchemy as a whole thing, kind of a little bit of shamanistic art practices and things like that. I work in multiple mediums. I'm not sticking to one, but majorly with performance and printmaking. So I shift as it requires as per my concept and my idea. I'm working on basically plant and nature as in base, and I call my work as an alchemist lab performing nature. So I'm trying to connect myself with the nature at a very core level, and also there is a shift in place from India to UK. I would like to discover, like I discover a lot of new plants and new things which I don't come across in India. For this residency has definitely given me time and space to concentrate and do more elaborate research on my subject and works toward it. And I would like to thank Rolls and also Art House for giving me time and space and all the help for developing my work. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I make work that counters mainstream narratives around blackness, black body, Africa, and my work is really about like challenging or offering a counter narrative to what we've grown up seeing. I want black people to see themselves captured by like someone from their space and captured in a way that is like really celebratory, that is positive, that honors them as well. So it's really where like the core of my work comes from. Because I was so isolated when I was here, but more isolated in the sense that it was the first time in a really long time where I just had space with myself and just space to, I guess, think. I started like looking at self-portraits, and there was a mirror and a lamp, and I started like just playing with some portraits. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of morphed into a project of looking at how we look. I love reading, and I have like an academic approach to creating. So very much about like, you know, John Berger ways of seeing. So I was like interested in applying that concept, like all the concepts that John Berger explores in his book, but looking at it through the internet. You know, on the internet, we're looking, we're surveying, we're surveyed. So I've been like playing with that concept of how we see ourselves, how much of ourselves do we share, and what that does, like what it opens us up to. Being here has been like just like such a freeing experience where I've been making like photographs, but I've also been making music, I've been writing poetry, I've been writing short stories, and it's just like, how do I present that work as well? It's like, it's just been like this fun process of playing. I'm just grateful for the opportunity that the scholarship offered, because this is my first residency, and I think it's pretty lit for it to be my first one and for it to be the way that it is. I don't consider myself to be here just for myself. I'm here for every other person who struggles the way that I do. I always think that if you're in a position of privilege, you're a gate. You don't get in the way. So like with Rosal, with like Ailey and the way that she's worked with me, they've been that gate, and it's just been like open, and they're like, come through. I'm like, sharp, I'm bringing 10 of my friends with me too. So yeah.